qigong secrets, these fucking, these jujitsu throwing secrets where we, slamming a motherfucker on his head after having broke his arm. Hell no. We're gonna keep that within our clan because they're from our clan and they're our secrets. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that. And, like I said, since I'm back home now, so I'm gonna go ahead and stir up this batter, make this Chinese food. Probably once I get through making the Chinese food, I'll cause right now I'm just cooking up. I'm frying this chicken and that sweet and sour chicken. I'm gonna make some sweet and sour beef as well. And I think after that, I'm gonna get out here and do a little kung fu myself. A little kung fu and Muay Boran myself. And then I'll come back and cook some more, and I'll probably do a video on that as far as all the shit that I've cooked. Give you evidence, produce receipts of my culinary skills. But yeah, man, that's like I said. That story was some bullshit. I was pissed because I'm like that again. I can't think. I hope when he goes to jail and they find out what he did, that they toss his ass around like a rag doll, and they're not even judo experts. They just use the strength in numbers and just beat the shit out of him and fling his ass around and be like, where are your judo skills now? Because that was some fucking bullshit. That was some fucking bullshit. And I'm just as blame. I blame the parents as well as the uncle just as much as I do, the fucker who did it. Because y'all sentenced him to that. Y'all put him in the same room with this wild dog, and this savage did what he did. But y'all put him there. And the uncle who was present was sitting up there. I want to say he even had a camera, and he was sitting up there recording his ass while all this barbarism was going on. But I don't mean to be on some racist shit, but I'm gonna just say this and leave it at that. He wasn't my anything. It was this guy that I knew who was married to a Taiwanese woman. He, a German, originally from Germany, he's a naturalized American now. He fought in Vietnam. But he said one thing about the Chinese. He basically said the very thing that Albert Einstein said about the Chinese. See, Albert Einstein called the Chinese, albeit they're industrious, they're very obtuse. He called them obtuse, meaning they're backwards. One thing, this guy that I knew, who also, ironically enough, was a kendo and judo instructor, he probably twist me in pretzels and knots for shitting on judo and kendo, and probably bop me with a kendo with a shinai for basically talking shit about kendo, because I favor kenjutsu over kendo and jujitsu over judo. But this is what he said about the Chinese. He basically said they're sick. And now that I think about it, when you think about what China was called back in the early 1900s, the sick man of Asia, that kind of beckons to what he was talking about. So I'm gonna just leave it at that, because again, this happened in Taiwan. I think and like I said, shit like this happens in China and places like China and Taiwan all the time, where little kids are getting hit by tuk-tuk cars and shit. Like, just some foul fuck. And no one's, and with them having the bystander effect, where you got some little 2-year-old girl laying on the ground, blood all over the place, and people are just fucking walking by. It's fucking horrible, these fucking stories that you hear coming out of places like China and Taiwan. Because I like to think in neighboring Japan and neighboring Southeast Asia, you know, that story would have hit a little different. Like the backlash would have been a little bit different, especially in Southeast Asia. You know, places like the Philippines, they don't play shit like that, especially with their children. Now they'll fuck you up for some shit like that. And I'm saying that's exactly what I think should happen. If he doesn't get judicial justice, he should at least get street justice, like in the Taiwanese prison system, where the prisoners there just fuck his ass up or some shit as soon as they get word of what he did to this 7, 8, 9-year-old boy. All right, y'all, I'm out.